It's your man G. Louie.
And it's your man's clearly coming to y'all Denandnow on Monday, just like we told y'all we will be coming to y'all. Only problem is we got a little few technical difficulties, so we looking a little slim today. But we finna get y'all this information today. Yes, we is. We downtown Detroit, as y'all can see. It's nighttime. They close stuff down, but y'all see the Ambassador Bridge back there. Let them see that Ambassador Bridge back there.
Right
So y'all know where we at. We down here at the William Davidson Sports House. I'm gonna rotate the screen eventually. We got a few rollerbladers out here doing their thing. But we're gonna jump right off into this thing. Drake,
send shots.
man, listen, man. I don't really say he sent shots. I'm really say that was all rap stuff. I can't really particularly say that was at anybody individual like everybody else saying. I'm just gonna get on the concept that he's using because he chose a young lady from Detroit. Yeah, a rapper by the name of Jane. Yes, Jane, shout out to Jane. She got chosen for the Jake 20 versus 1. Shout out to her, and he knew exactly who she was when she came onto the show, and she was ecstatic. She was ecstatic. Like, oh, you know who I am? You know what I'm saying? Because she been rapping for a few years now that I know of in Detroit. And she been putting on at places like the Bullfrog, I think it's called Tanays or something now. Different concerts and stuff like that. They've brought her out and she's performed. She's been, I know for a fact, up at Truth and Ace Spade and places like that. Yeah, so she's been out here doing her thing for some time now.
Yeah, she done performed at a few places, like all across the city.
So I'm gonna tell y'all what was going on here. What I seen. Cause I didn't just look at it as if how everybody else viewed it. Like he was like trying to gain popularity or anything like that. I honestly believe Drake was handing an opportunity, y'all. Because every girl that was chosen for that thing was popular on Instagram already. Yeah. They already had a huge Instagram follower for whatever their little thing might have been. They already got a huge Instagram follower. Now, what y'all got to understand about the 20 versus 1, each one of those people, if you notice and follow each one of them and went to their page or whatever, they all had hundreds of thousands of followers. Each and every last one of them.
And because old girl that was from Detroit, she was on a Breakfast Club already.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she had a whole situation with her baby daddy or something. Yeah. That went viral or whatever. But and she got put out of somewhere because she couldn't.
Oh, she had the suit against the Lyft or the Uber, one of the two.
Yeah.
Because
she said she was too big.
She was too big.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? She put a diss song out, all that. But listen. What I see is Drake trying to create opportunity for the girls. Because he figuring like, okay, then, since all the niggas want to be against me and say this and say that, take shots at me, I'm a ladies' man. So I'm going to do this for the girls. I'm going to get all the popular, all the popular girls that I find to be entertaining. Because I think he found these girls to be entertaining as well. Because he knew a lot about them, each and every last one of them, as he brought them out there. Now, what y'all gotta understand is the shots that everybody keeps saying he took, that's rap stuff, man. He's supposed to talk like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's rap stuff. I don't think them was at nobody in particular.
Yeah, I think it was.
Or saying this or saying that. I think it was just, you know what I'm saying, what it was. You know what I mean? I think he just was, you know what I mean, feeling himself. I can say the first outfit he had on, I don't know, like that was Pierre Cardin or something. I don't know. That looked like something straight out of the 80s Drake, man. Bobby Drake, man, you gotta relax on that. Reaching for certain stuff, man. That outfit definitely was bad. I had that outfit definitely in first, second grade in the 80s for sure. You know what I'm saying? Pierre Cardin. Yeah, you gotta relax on that. The second outfit was dope. I like the jean jacket with the little details.
Yeah, that was smooth.
I liked that. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. That was dope.
Drake is, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care what they say or whatever. But Drake is he is a smart individual, you know what I mean? Because you get the ladies on your side, which they already love him. But hey, you do stuff for the ladies, really gonna go crazy.
Right. So I want y'all to understand that I don't think he was just doing this as a publicity stunt in all actuality. Because okay, I think he lied on the Lena the Plug thing when he said he never seen none of her material. You know what I mean? That was wild work. Because why would you pick her knowing she was a porn star? So, yeah,
Right.
I ain't buying that. Um,
He
Drake
had
like to
to.
have fun, yeah, of course. Sky Bree and the rest of them, yeah, he done racked all of them up. Yeah, he done racked all of them up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess that's just something he want to do because at the end he chose three, and she was one of the three that he chose. Chose her off the bat without even going off into picking the cards, and he chose her off the bat. He said her name immediately out of the
Right.
20. He said Lena. He ain't even go more into that. And she an old ski. Drake, what's wrong with you?
You know, Drake hit them all. You know,
Yeah, she
Drake hit
kind of
them
old,
all.
my G.
That's one thing about Drake. You beef with Drake, he gonna try to hit your girl. Even if you ain't beefing with him and your girl is nice, he gonna try to hit
Yeah,
her.
she kind of old, man. I don't understand why dog chasing that like that, to be honest with you. But, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? He excited, I'm excited. You know, so he picked her. He picked the gothic chick, you know what I'm saying, which he felt was hot. She had vampire veins. He thought she was hot. And he picked the other black chick. Now, the black chick, let's talk about her. Because she was very interesting. I didn't ever catch her name because she was doing a whole lot. She came on there, y'all, and this for the sisters out there, and the sister girls out there, because she came on there and said, dang, Drake, where all the black bees at? She said this off the dribble. Off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? She was like, where all the black bees at? I say, dang.
He was getting all the bunnies.
Then she go off and say, all right, F that. Who is the rest of these bees that's here? You know what I'm saying? Wild work, man. I'm working on limited camera time. So yeah, so you just 86.
I'm letting you.
But we both. No, you ain't letting me
No,
do
but
that.
I'm
We
letting
both
you
doing
spill
this.
your spill though. So
We
then
both.
I'm gonna
You
chime
seen it too,
in,
though. You seen it too. You the one brought it to my attention last week. You
That's
brought it
what
to
I'm
my
letting
attention
you. I'm
last
letting
week.
you spill your spill.
Okay, but you brought it to my attention last week. You brought this up. This is your topic. You brought this up. I just went and dove all the way in it and watched the whole thing, y'all. That's what I did. I watched the entire thing. You know what I
You know what I
mean?
mean? My thing is, I just see Drake how he plot and scheme and well, I ain't gonna scheme, but he just plot his his what he gonna do, and like now he giving out all them gifts to the women and
Not all of them. Not all of them. He only going to city, giving out the gifts to women named Janice. And on that show right there, he gave old girl a Birkin bag. Yes, he did.
what
Yes, he
about all
did.
them
But
cars they had out there? He was giving he giving out luxury cars. They had all them luxury cars that he was giving out as well too. With bows on them and all that. That was a part of the
who he
gift
give them
too.
to? Because
The
I didn't see.
women.
Who got them? I didn't see him give them away.
Yeah.
I didn't see him give them away, y'all. So I don't know. But we got to check back in on Drake information to figure out if he actually gave all that stuff away. Because I just seen him give old girl the Birkin bag, and that was it. Now what happens after that and whatever, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It ain't no big thing.
Oh, he shut
you know,
down the park.
It's all good.
Right.
So if you're into the Iceman is out here chilling and he putting stuff on freeze.
Right.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Nah, Michiganders, let me get on this right here. You want to say something else about Drake?
Oh, no, that's about it about Drake. Drake did, you know what I mean? He did his thing, shot his shots, you know what I mean? But now we're going to move on to Michiganders. Let him go ahead and spill his spill on that.
No, we are spinning our spill on this. Michiganders, we at Denandnow talking about data centers, y'all. Data centers, y'all need to pay attention because we hold the nucleus to this whole data center thing. So y'all need to be listening up and understand what data centers actually are and why Michigan is important to the data centers. Now, as y'all know of, last week we just had our primary election. And in the primary election, a lot of things interchanged that the politics of Michigan didn't want to happen. Wow. Now let me tell y'all, it's bigger than me and you. I'm telling you, it's bigger than me and you. You have the president running off of it crazy. So he come in for a reason. It ain't this Gordy Howie that's behind me. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, so listen, the data centers, let's understand what the data centers are. Do you guys know what data centers are? You know what data centers are?
Yes, sir.
All right, explain to them what data centers are.
data centers are places where you can go and retrieve information of data of what's going on from politics to whatever it is that you looking for, data on finances, on what the city have accumulated, what they made, and how many people in the city, and how many people have moved out. Data centers.
Yes, and also with these data centers, what he failed to tell y'all was companies
That
own
as
data.
well too. I just said
I
yes,
had I
yes.
let you go and tell me
Okay,
you
yeah, I
ain't.
forgot. Okay, I
I let you
go.
go now.
My
You,
bad. My
yeah,
bad.
I
My
let you
bad.
go now. You know what I'm saying? I let you go. Now, the important part that y'all got to understand about the data centers outside of that part of it, you got to understand that companies, large, big Fortune 500 companies own these data centers. Now, with these data centers, like you have companies like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of these people, that is like so much data you probably can't even understand it. So everybody always wonder when you erase something from your phone or erase something from Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, where does it go? Data center, to the cloud. That's what that is. Now, some of this stuff you can retrieve out of those places and some of this stuff you cannot. Now, the data centers function off electricity. Everybody knows by now how electricity and current is formulated off water. Who else have a large source of water? Huh? The Great Lakes, of course. You know what I'm saying? The Great Lakes, of course. So now, in saying that, the data centers are more probable to try to come to Michigan than anywhere else on the globe because of the water system that's running through Michigan that they think they can utilize to sustain and withhold these data centers. Now, the bad thing about the data centers, they are bad for your health because they are burning a certain amount of currency and electricity into these machines that's polluting the air and very loud, from what I'm hearing. I don't know how loud they get, but from what I understand and what I've been seeing and researching, they get loud. And for people that stay in the neighboring neighborhoods, they ain't feeling that. They ain't feeling that at all.
Oh,
Real for
about
real.
them data centers.
No, no.
I
So,
think so. Is that so? Is it true that the you know, I like that iPad, the iPods that go in your ear is not good for you. That's why a lot of you see some people use the string.
I don't have any scientific data on that to back that, so that's a research y'all have to do out there on your own. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing to back that. You know what I mean? Uh, as far as I know the data center itself, the machines that's the warehouses that's warehousing these machines is sitting off is sending off a scent, a odor, a smell, or some type of debris in the air that's being dispersed was actually polluting the air because of the way the system and the way the machines have to run. I'm not no data center specialist. All I know is that from everything I've been reading, they're supposed to be against the global environment. Now, is that to be true? Nobody really knows. But 1989, everybody was talking about the ozone.
Right.
2026, I ain't heard nobody say
Never
nothing
said
about
nothing
the
about the
ozone.
ozone.
I ain't heard
None.
nobody. 1889 is all you heard. Ozone,
Ozone
ozone,
laser.
ozone,
Ozone gonna such and
ozone,
such. This and that.
ozone, ozone. So my thing is, if you don't want data centers, that means y'all need to stop wanting to progress. As much as y'all be wanting information and want to get on TikTok and all the new fly stuff, drones, and be down here at this fly stuff like we at down here, whatever, and y'all want this stuff to keep on expanding, then the data centers is gonna have to happen. It's a trade-off. And I'm
Right.
starting to believe this trade-off happened before. If you go all the way back to Egyptian times. Because all the stuff that we're doing now by using water to generate electricity, they was already doing millions of years ago. Wow. Think about that.
Heard that, right?
How about that?
Mean what?
Things that we're just now doing with water and electricity, right? The Egyptians did it millions of years ago. And it's wild that they was able to achieve that. With what they say, minimal tools. But y'all got to understand who the Egyptians were. They were us. So, I bet you, I bet you, you won't find Egyptians doing what I'm doing right now back then. You won't see him talking lies to somebody over in China. So y'all got to understand, they was us. So of course they came up with ways to invent and do things and bypass this and bypass that and create this great stuff that lead us to where we at today with mathematics, reading, and culture. You know what I mean?
That's right.
All of those things right there are beneficial to our existence that we know it as is. You know what I mean?
Mopeds. That's how they feeling, y'all.
All right now. So, like I told y'all, I'm about to spin the camera around a few times. Let y'all check out the environment, check out the vibe. Joggers down here, cyclists down here, dog walkers, all that going on down here. It's kind of humid out here, by the way. Wow. Like I said, this election that went on in Michigan, it was heavy. Abdul Al Saeed won the House seat, and everybody's upset about it. Donald Trump tweeted out over the weekend like, "Hey, Michigan is a third world country, and I don't know what's going on over there." He told us that we corrupt over here. Wow.
He said most corrupt election system in the country.
So yeah, so you know, all the conservatives really think real big about Michigan and the moves we pulled. Also, if y'all not familiar with Amir, what's his name? Amir Smith, I think is his name, out of Flint, conservative, black conservative. Thought he was gonna get elected because he got endorsed by Donald Trump. Nope. They went and wrote a nigga name in and beat him by a landslide. Whoa. That's how bad they don't like y'all niggas, huh? They showed you right there.
Right.
Yeah. You thought you was about to get your nigga breath off up in there because Donald Trump endorsed you. Nah, man. Nah, man.
Nah.
Nah.
But you see how certain people who had went and talked to Donald Trump and like Steve Harvey and other, certain celebrities, and once they got that backlash, they was like, oh, I'm straight. Oh, he gonna mess around and tank my career, cause the blacks gonna straight turn on me.
So, with that being said, you know what I mean, I'm just trying to, figure out which direction that Michigan is going in, because right now we kind of like got a few things working in our favor.
For sure. So we gonna see where it's go, y'all. See what happens. But also too, Amazon is about to cut a lot of jobs. Jump towards another subject.
Of course.
Real quick. A lot of jobs. And
By ordering, I ain't got no money.
A whole bunch of other companies, but they were saying that AI. They were saying AI is gonna replace a lot of jobs, but the owners, they was telling people, learn how to use AI so that you can have a job.
True.
Sorry, guys.
True.
You see what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. Y'all all right?
Y'all all right?
Yeah. It's all right. Denandnow, live
We
podcast.
did our podcast.
We on
What's
YouTube.
your podcast called?
It's Denandnow. Y'all got something to say? What y'all got to say? Come on.
God bless y'all.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but they were saying learn how to use AI, because they feel like the people that know how to use AI is the people that they're hiring. but you got to have somebody that's able to use AI to do what it needs to do. So to replace all them people that's losing jobs, they was like over like 48,000 between like some ridiculous number of people that's gonna be losing their jobs be- to AI. But the owner said, I encourage people to learn how to use AI to put these programs in place.
Well, y'all
That
gotta
way you can have
understand.
a job.
Well, y'all gotta understand why they promoting for y'all to use AI back up. Y'all gotta understand why they promoting y'all to use AI. They promoting y'all to use AI because they need you guys or us guys to put as much information about us into the goddamn server. Once we put all our information to the server is able to process billions. Are you listening? Billions of brains at one time in less than 50 seconds. So once we put all of our personalities, all of our questions, all of our ambitions into the AI systems or whatever, they think that it would be able to generate a person. And I'm here to tell you it won't. Whoa. I'm willing to tell you that human beings and mankind will beat AI every time. I'm willing
Every
to bet.
time.
I'm willing
Every
to
time
bet.
I bet on that because God don't make no mistakes.
I
See,
don't know about that.
that's
Can't
when
be
I
unpredictable.
see that's
Can't
when
be
I
unpredictable.
go that's when I go to the
I don't
higher
know about that.
power. That's when I go to the higher power
Can't
because
be
God
unpredictable.
created man, man created AI.
You
Uh,
can't beat the unpredictable, y'all. The unpredictable is what you don't know about, the unknown. At any given time, just like you got the mass shootings, you got kids that just randomly do stuff and don't really have a reason on why they do stuff or whatever. Yeah, AI can't, you can't predict that because everybody has an off switch. And AI don't understand off or on because it don't have no real feelings.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now,
Y'all heard it here.
Now, what they saying is AI done did something as of lately within the past, I think it was 4 or 5 days ago, last week it was. AI, they created a system. And AI, they put two systems with each other, whatever. And what they did was they created a virus. Yeah, they did. They created their own virus on their own without no help or nothing. Now, that's what they saying and what they reported. This was on the goddamn world news. So I kind of like, I kind of lent the ear to it, like, they reported that? You know what I mean? So that's AI. Like, I could probably name, matter of fact, I got quite a few things that AI has done without you know what I mean? Nobody telling it to do it. But that's the whole fear of AI. And I'm telling y'all, that's some bull crap. Malarkey. 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 Just like we here right now at this present time doing what we doing right now. AI couldn't have predicted this. They could have guided us, could have possibly did the movie like y'all seen with Will Smith, where they kept on, you know what I'm saying, focus, where they would guide the mark to do what they needed to actually do on the grift, or in Ocean's 11 or Ocean's 12, how they, you know what I'm saying, put the grift down. It could possibly guide us, but let me tell you about human behavior. At any given second, it switch. It switch. That's what we do. That's why we superior. That's why we superior over all animals. You know what I'm saying? That's why we
Exactly.
superior. That's why we superior, man. Real for real.
Man is the one who created AI. You see what I'm saying? Man is the one who created AI. So that being the case, you know what I mean? A computer can never beat a man that created you. So if I created you, I can create something that can beat you.
Now you can go off into the old matrix system on maybe that we assimilate somebody created us. Possibility. Because at this present time or whatever, we don't know where existence lies at. We just don't know. Because as of right now, beyond the sun just don't exist. We don't know. We don't know. We can't get beyond the sun. As of, I think it was, might have been 3 days ago, we've just in 2026 was able to see the actual aura that's coming off the sun. What y'all probably don't even understand is the sun burns at, they say, like a billion, you know what I'm saying, million Celsius at a time. But it's the aura that's coming off of it. You know what I mean? When you get on the actual sun, they say the sun ain't even that hot. Wow. Tell me how wild that is. Tell me how wild that is. They saying that the auras that's coming off the sun. Oh, you about to say something?
What? Go ahead.
Oh. They saying the auras that's coming off the sun, right? Is so strong and so radiant that that's where all the heat and stuff is coming from. So we just been able to see that. So seeing beyond the sun, because it's been theoretical how the galaxy was moving. And it's always been depicted as moving like this. They saying, nah, that ain't how we moving, y'all. They ain't said it's how we moving. They said we moving like this. Whoa. And that is one of the very reasons or why you cannot fire a rocket to the sun or fire any projectile straight to the sun, because it's actually upward. Like we moving like this. And then hold on. What y'all failing to realize is this. The earth is spinning in milliseconds, huh? In milliseconds.
Yeah.
At the speed of light. At the speed of light. Earth is spinning as we sitting here talking to you right now.
It's
Earth is spinning
fast.
at the speed of light right now. As the sun just sitting there, bright as the day. You know what I'm talking about? Talking some what up, down. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And I'm just here to tell y'all, when you start thinking about that kind of stuff, it gets you to wonder. Yes, it do. It gets you to wonder. Who else and how long have somebody been trying to get to the other side of the sun? Whoa. Yeah, they have. We ain't the only ones. Better not bet that. Better not bet that. So, outside of all of that, not to infringe on your spiritual beliefs or trying to get you to convert over it into something that you may not be thinking about or know about. No, we just giving you information that you can sit there and evaluate and see if it's
Right.
actual beneficial to your life. You know what I mean?
If you can digest it, take it in, whatever you believe or accept, and then throw it out the way.
If you feel like it's not beneficial to your life, just disregard it and keep it moving. But just then and now, we finna sign off. And I thank y'all for having us on this Monday here. I got hot down here.
Denandnow
Wow.
podcast. Thank y'all for y'all like, subscribe, y'all share, and make sure y'all tune in every Monday. And then we be popping in on Thursdays and other days. But y'all follow us. But y'all like, share, subscribe, tell somebody about Denandnow. And then we got something for y'all coming up. Denandnow podcast. We out.